Hello, I'm Luke, and I love London. But if there's one thing I love more than anything, it's Doctor Who. So today I'm going to take you through some of my favourite locations in London, starting with the Brandon Estate. Known on screen as the Powell Estate, this is the very familiar home of Rose Tyler, the first companion when the series came back in 2005. And it was here that the Ninth Doctor ran up and pulled off Rose Tyler's missing poster. And it was on this very spot in 2005 in the story Aliens in London that the TARDIS landed on Rose's estate for the first time with the words "Bad Wolf" graffitied across the side, two words that kept cropping up in Series 1. And also if you look up from here you can see just on the middle level that was actually where Rose lived. And we're here at Butler's Wharf, just by London Bridge. And if you look up here, this is where Peter Davison, the Fifth Doctor, famously pushed the Dalek out of the third floor window and it came smashing down here with an explosion in the 1984 serial Resurrection of the Daleks. But there's more, if you follow me just round the corner. And it was in the same serial that the two policemen walk through this archway, and walking up here, right where I'm standing now, is where the TARDIS landed in Resurrection of the Daleks in 1984. But also from here you can spot a few other Doctor Who locations. So if you look over there, you've got the Tower of London, which is where Unit HQ has been based since 2005 in the Crystal Invasion, the Black Archives underneath in Day of the Doctor and the Zygon Invasion. And then looking over here, you can see Torchwood 1, which is the Canary Wharf, and that was in Army of Ghosts and Doomsday. And if you are here, also you've got the Shard just round the corner, which is where the Great Intelligence and the Spoonheads were in the Bells of St. John. And if you cross over the river here to the north side, we come to one of the most iconic Doctor Who landmarks in London. Here, in 1968, is where the Cybermen originally invaded London in the story The Invasion. It was these steps that they walked down, not the front steps of the cathedral, as some people think. It was the original steps that were here that they came down. And they also revisited it last year at the end of Series 8 in Dark Water, Death in Heaven, when the Cybermen returned to this very spot. And Peter Capaldi runs down here, the 12th Doctor, and he meets Missy, and she reveals her true identity to him of the Master. And on this spot in 2005 is where the TARDIS made its first journey. It was the first time that Christopher Eccleston and Billie Piper recorded a scene on location together. It was also the first time on screen that we saw the TARDIS make a trip since the show had come back in 2005. And it was here that Chris Eccleston had that iconic moment where he stood here looking for a transmitter. Large, round, circular, slap bang in the middle of London. Must be somewhere around here. We're here on the very busy Westminster Bridge where, well, lots of stuff happened on here. In 2005, when the series came back, the Doctor and Rose run across this bridge hand in hand. Also, the Slitheen spaceship that crashed into Big Ben. You also have the Royal Hope Hospital. Well, St. Thomas's Hospital really is the hospital that gets taken to the moon by the Jadoon in 2007, Smith and Jones. And then rather beautifully, in 1964, the Daleks first invaded in Dalek Invasion of Earth, coming across this bridge in a rather empty and derelict looking London, and An Adventure in Space and Time rather magically recreated that moment to celebrate 50 years in its docudrama. Now, I need to get back to the beginning of this video, so I think we need a bit of jiggery-pokery. And we're back here on the Brandon Estate. Now, it was here in the Christmas Invasion in 2005 that we saw David Tennant's Doctor for the first time, after the TARDIS came crashing down here and grinds to a halt here, and he falls out newly regenerated. But it's also the last time that we saw the 10th Doctor, when he comes back here to revisit Rose for the last time before he goes off to his TARDIS and regenerates, not wanting to go. Now, this to me is my favourite Doctor Who location, just because when you come here it feels like you're actually part of the action and it feels like a film set. And you can tell a lot of other Doctor Who fans have come here remembering the 10th Doctor, because I think for all of us he will always live on in both of our hearts.